Hey Commonwealth, how you doing? It's Tom Cox sitting here with my community. My community is with me and we're sitting Shiva together, grieving. Because what we're facing right now is a lot of grief. Some of you listened to the Brene Brown podcast this morning, or I think that dropped yesterday, that talked a lot about grief and how we're all grieving things right now, and it's continual. We're grieving the loss of jobs, of relationships, of freedom, of income, of health, and some even have lost loved ones. And before this is over, a lot of us are going to grieve a mixture of that, and it's going to continue. And unlike a tragedy or the death of a loved one, it is not going to pass quickly, and we're going to experience it in isolation. We don't have the support of loved ones and family gathering around us to grieve with us and to sit Shiva. And so my friends are doing that. I have my dog Belle, who is practicing her Zen practice back there. She might leave if it gets too hot for her out here, or she might start barking if a dog walks by in the front because she has anger issues. I have my friend St. Francis, who has his animal buddies with him, and he gives me a lot of comfort. And I also have my friend here, you might know, is Eeyore. This was Jean's toy as a child. Not this exact one, but she had Eeyore as a child. And either she bought this or I bought this for her. I can't remember because she kept talking about it and she missed it. But I find it interesting that even as a child, she watched Winnie the Pooh, and who did she bond with was Eeyore, because she was very in touch with her melancholy even as a young girl. And so I dug it out of the closet because I think we all need to be in touch with our melancholy during this season. I like the fact that they never made Eeyore get over his melancholy. They never asked him to smile and feel better. His friends and the writer of Winnie the Pooh allowed him to just exist as a melancholy soul, but as a friend. And there goes my dog just leaving me like that. And well, yeah, get in the shade there. And so we're going to sit together and do a meditation that kind of deals with our grief, because we need to deal with it. There she goes back again. And I suck at this. I'm going to tell you right now that I am not good at grief. I am not good at experiencing feelings. As a boy, I was told many times that men don't cry. And so I became very good at not crying, at stuffing that shit down. Pardon my profanity, but it's the end of days. And I can probably count on one hand the number of times that I have just wept. And each time it was amazingly cathartic, but that part of me is just broken for some reason. And maybe that'll be the gift I get out of this, is that will start to work again. And yet I still feel the grief, and I still need to release it, because otherwise I just hold on to it and I stuff it down and I don't let it go. And so we're going to practice that today. And so if you would close your eyes for me, and I'm going to read this a little bit because I wrote down some notes, but close your eyes and breathe in and exhale deeply, open mouth, all the way out. And keep doing that, breathing in slowly and breathing all the way out. And allow yourself to just sink deeply down into yourself, to sink into your center. And as we continue this, I want to picture yourself sitting on a beach and looking at the ocean. And you're close enough that the water can lap at your feet as the ocean comes in, and you can hear the birds singing, and you can feel the warmth of the sun on your face, and you can hear each wave crash as it comes in and then rolls out, just like your breath. And I want you to allow the waves to kind of become the waves of grief that we are all experiencing. They come in, and they crash, and they recede. And as they come in, I want you to give each wave room to rush in, and then to calmly dissipate and retreat. And now perhaps we look out and we notice a particularly large wave coming in. And as it comes in, I want you to allow your emotion to rise up and meet it as it comes in. Perhaps tears roll down your face, perhaps emotion boils up within you. Don't resist it. Don't judge it, no more than you would resist or judge the waves in an ocean. Every part of your body feels it. And as the huge wave washes over you, I want you to feel the release, a letting go of something. Something you've been holding on to, something that has been too scary to let go of. And as that wave dissipates and draws back, I want you to take another deep breath in, and then exhale again. Looking out at the ocean, there's another wave coming in. It's a little smaller this time. And you see it coming, and once again, you allow yourself to feel that emotion as the wave comes in. Maybe it's anger, maybe it's sadness, maybe it's frustration or loneliness. It's probably a mixture. It's a smoothie of emotions. And as it washes over you, allow yourself to let go once again. Allow the tears to flow. And let your heart just release all those feelings. Not for good, but just for now. Take a deep breath in and exhale through your open mouth. Try to let go of everything that you're holding on to. And there's another wave coming in, and this time it's even a little smaller. And you see it coming. And perhaps this time you even begin to release before the wave even hits you. And by the time it does, you feel yourself already letting go. And perhaps you can even begin with each wave to feel the arms of God wrap around you as it comes in and as it hits. And the arms of God wrap around you and hold you until the wave releases and retreats. And you let these things go to God and to the ocean because they are not yours to carry. And you give your grief to the ocean, and you give your grief to God, and you let it wash away. And you know that another wave is coming in, but each one, I want you to see each wave that's coming in is a little smaller than the wave before it. And we don't have time to continue this on this video, but you may want to sit and continue this until you feel that you have released all that you can at this time. You may even want to put on the sound of ocean waves, which I know you can find in a lot of meditation apps. And just picture each wave being a wave of grief that comes in and crashes over you and then retreats and allows you to breathe in between and release before another one comes in. Grief is natural. It is not to be resisted. It is not to be denied. It is not to be judged. And I'm not saying we're not going to try, because I know I try. I try to resist grief, and I try to not feel it, and I try to stuff it down. But I need to do this sitting at the ocean and just allowing these waves to wash over me. And after you feel like you've released all that you can at this time, I want you to just have gratitude for yourself. For this moment, sitting with this grief, that you've allowed yourself to do this, that you've allowed yourself to sit with this. And you may need to gather some friends around you, be they inanimate or animate or imaginary or on the internet, and grieve together or grieve alone, but always know that God is with you. And God is grieving with you, and God will bring you through it. And we will all experience this together, and we will all reach out and help each other through it. Thank you for helping me through this today. and I hope to get better at this in the days ahead. Thanks, church. Take care.